Hey guys, welcome back. Quick update on progress of the Mustang GT350 we've been working on. But first, we have a new sponsor, and guess what? It's offthesprue.com. And I make machined aluminum parts and accessories for your 1/24th, 1/25th scale builds. And what you see in front of you is our prototypes for our pulley sets for engines. And those hopefully will be on the website in the next week or two, so make sure you watch for that. Anyway, that's enough about self-promotion. Let's get these out of the way and show you the Mustang progress. Hang on. Interior is glued together. We've done our flocking and engines in chassis. Front wheels are set in place. Rear suspension and differential and wheels are assembled, but they're not glued in place because I still have to run exhaust on the bottom of the car and figure out what type of tailpipes I'm going to put on this. So right now it's just tacked in place with some Elmer's removable adhesive tack, which is I swear by. Hang on. So the rear end is assembled, and it's just tacked in place with that Elmer's adhesive tack. So it's like a silly putty. Anyway, if you guys aren't using this stuff, it's great for mocking up and test fitting. I use it quite a bit, and we'll show you in a few minutes how I mask my seats off when I spray them. Because seats can be tricky, especially when you've got curves on them. To try and mask those off with masking tape, it can be a pain in the butt. Anyway, so far so good. I got the ride height where I want it, and next thing we've got is the body's ready for paint. So I've got interiors painted, and we just finished masking it off, and the body's been primed and it's ready for paint. So we've got that Tester's flat gun that we're going to use as a primer, as I mentioned, and we're going to use the Model Master gray anthracite, or anthracite gray metallic, as a top coat on it. And hopefully I'll get this baby painted this weekend and give it a few days to dry, and then get some clear on. And that'll be the next step in things to come. But so far so good. I've had a few people ask me about masking seats off and how I mask my seats off so when I go to do my spraying. So a good thing to pick up, as I mentioned in my other videos, this Elmer's removable adhesive tack. And I swear by this stuff. I use it for all kinds of things. I've got it on my little paint stick that holds my body up. Right now is holding it on the base of the base of my paint stick, and it works wonders. This stuff, it always stays tacky. And you'll see it in my different videos that I do, that I've always got a few blobs sitting on top of my paint thinner bottle. And anyway, if you get yourself some of this stuff, make sure you get the orange, not the blue. I find the blue stuff is too hard to work with. But this orange is the better. It always stays tacky and pliable. So anyway, when you're going to do seats on your builds, what I do is I roll this out. Hang on. Let's get this baby adjusted so you can see what I'm doing. Anyway, so you got your seat, and if you take some of this adhesive tack and roll it out in a big long string, and go and lay it on roughly where you want your paint line to go, Give it a little bit of a push, and roughly in the line that you want. And once you've got that in place, just lightly tacked, what I do is take a toothpick and very slowly, with a little bit of pressure, try and line your inside lineup of the tack with the line you're trying to follow on the seat or body panel or the interior panel. And I use the same technique when I'm doing my military builds for doing camouflage. And if you will apply a light bit of pressure and roll the toothpick along it, you can get your line, everything lined up so that you can use your airbrush and paint it. So it's just a matter of being patient and take your time and a little bit of pressure. And roll out and get your line so everything's lined up. And once you do that, this is going to be rough, guys. I usually take more time to do this than what I'm going to show you in the video, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to get at. And just use your eye to try and get that straight line. And of course, once you get your straight line on there, at that point, then you can wrap it around, make your curve down the side of the seat, and the same thing is when you're going around a corner, you do the same thing. Slowly roll it, apply some pressure, just squeeze it out. And as you get around the corner, do the same thing. It's hard to film this and try and keep everything in frame and concentrate on what you're doing. But anyway, you get the idea. So once you've got that done, then you can take your masking tape and just mask off the rest. No muss, no fuss. In there, she's kind of ready for paint. Anyway, I just thought I'd pass that along to you guys. And this Elmer's removable adhesive tack is wonderful stuff. I use it for, as I say, test fitting like chassis parts and interior and motor, and checking for clearance on headers and things in chassis, especially when you get into doing headers out of solder and things. It's nice to be able to tack things together and see how they're going to fit before you make that plunge and finally glue them. But anyway, just a little tip I thought I'd pass along to you guys, and thought I'd give you an update again on the Mustang GT350, and that's about it. Hopefully we get, as I say, we get some paint on this thing this weekend. But you get the idea of masking on how to, because tape doesn't go around corners very well, and that's where you have your challenge, is on corners. But anyway, that's my update on the 350, guys. So we'll have another update after we get this baby painted and hopefully get some clear on it and the decals and maybe the final reveal. Excuse me. I'm going to plan on doing another video soon on how I do my flocking on the interior, so stay tuned for that. And with that note, thanks again for the support, and all the guys that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate it very much. And when you get a chance, always check out offthesprue.com. And as I mentioned, I hope to have those police sets up on the website in the next week or two. But anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.